So every single day, more malicious apps are discovered and reported on the Google Play Store. Of course, Google has a lot of money, but the sheer amount of apps that they get submitted to put on the Play Store is very astronomical. And a lot of these apps, a lot of this software gets really good at hiding various different software in the background. So today, I'm going to be mentioning a few apps that you should remove if you have them, but most importantly, I'm going to be going over how these apps actually work. Because they're pretty sneaky. So basically, the most common way of sneaking malware onto your device at the moment, through the Google Play Store at least, is to use what are called Trojan apps. So this would basically be some sort of malware, some sort of a virus disguised as just a normal, ordinary app. So that runs in the background, steals your information, and such various dangerous things. And you know, these things are pretty hard to spot. You know, if you see an app that looks pretty shitty, pretty fastly made, pretty crappy, then you should, you know, probably steer clear from that. You know, if you're looking for a specific app to do a specific task, you know, it's definitely safer to go with an app that's been out for like a few years, that many users have used and reviewed and such things. Because you might get malware on your phone. And basically, the most popular ways, at least the most popular types of malware at the moment are these things. So Octo, banking Trojan, capable of sending and receiving texts, stealing banking information, and allowing attackers to even take control of your device remotely. Pretty freaking scary. Hydra, another Trojan that asks you to enable permissions. So this is also very common. So anytime an app is asking you to enable permissions, you know, really think about it. Does this app really need this permission? You know, for instance, if you download some sort of a camera app, for example, and it asks you for the permission to use the camera, the camera, sure, yeah, that makes sense. But then it asks you for the permission to view your texts. You know, it's kind of like, you know, so you definitely want to pay attention, not just click allow. So that's Hydra. So it's able to overwrite legitimate banking app login pages. So, you know, definitely not great. You know, probably able to rewrite other apps in different various ways as well. So then, you know, you basically input your login information at the wrong login place, sending all of your login info to someone else, which obviously is pretty bad. Ermac sends stolen financial login credentials to threat actors, who then, use this information to steal money, commit fraud. Pretty freaking scary, man. And then TeaBot, these are also pretty common. I've seen these around a lot. These are also, this is a common thing to do when you're sending out emails as well. You might include some sort of a link that after the user clicks it, it basically infects their device, because, you know, it can just download something and it can do something. It can do like a browser exploit or something. Pretty scary. And you know, the tricky thing is, so these are the specific apps that have been recently reported. So if you have any of them, uninstall them. But it's bad because it's super hard to tell these days. You know, there's so many templates and frameworks for various apps you can just find online. So, you know, you can just find like some calculator app or whatever, and then place malware at the back of it, and, you know, try to get through that way. And there's really not that much you can do about it. You know, at the very least, sure, head to Google Play Store, make sure you have scan apps with Play Protect enabled. And there are some other things you can do. You can try antivirus software for your phone, but it's also really not optimal because it does decrease your battery life, it decreases your performance. And does it stop all malicious apps? No, it just, you know, it does scanning and stuff. It might catch something, it might not. So I don't know, the way I get around this, I don't download new apps frequently anyways, but when I do, I have a quick look around it. You know, has this been done very quickly? Is this like more of a little side passion project that someone had? You know, I try to find apps that have been around for a while, that have been downloaded a lot of times for a while, that have had decent reviews for a while, you know, because you just kind of decrease your chance to being exposed to something not great. So that's how it is. That's how the world works these days. hopefully stay safe. Hopefully you don't get any malware on your device.